Hey guys, Dev Destruct. Today I'm going to show you how to update this to the latest Hobbywing software firmware update. I'm also going to show you how to update the Red ESC and motor combo. If you guys aren't using these yet, you are missing out because these are absolutely amazing. Alright, with that, let's get started. I'm going to take my programming card out. Be sure to go online and register it to get the warranty. I'm going to go ahead and plug this up to the computer for just a second. You've got 3 ports on the side. You've got a USB port for connecting it to the computer, an ESC port for obviously your ESC, but you also have a 5 to 6 volt battery connection. This is for ESCs that do not have a built-in BEC. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and connect this up to the computer. So I'm going to plug this up, and as you see, it says that it's running Hobbywing version 1.08. So let's get started with how to update this actual LCD programming box. I'm going to swap over and do some screen capture now. Okay guys, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to head over to the Hobbywing website, go to Product, and go to the USB link software. You can click the software tab and it will give you an option to download this software. I've already gone ahead and done that. So let's close this out and I'm going to open up the Hobbywing USB link software. Once that's done, your link, your LCD program box will actually display connecting PC. So I have this in ESC mode right now, so let's swap it over to LCD box. Okay, so now we have our program box up and we see we're running the V1.08. Now when you first get the Atomik program box, it'll actually show that you're running a version of Atomik software. So in your upgrade version, you want to select the 1.08. You've got some other options, and if you'll read through the instructions over here on the right hand side, if you update this to the 1.13, it'll work with some of the easy run stuff and that sort of thing. But to actually connect to the version 2.1 Hobbywing, which is actually what the Atomik Red 120 amp is, we need to install this version 1.08. So you click the 1.08 and you click the upgrade button, let it run through the process. Alright, and then it'll prompt you saying that the upgrade operation completed successfully. Tell it OK. Now at this point you've upgraded the software of your LCD box. So next I'm going to show you how to upgrade your ESC, and for that I'm going to swap back over to video. Okay guys, this is the 120 amp Atomik Red ESC motor combo. As I said before, if you guys aren't already using this, these are great motors. They've got an incredible amount of torque. The power on them is great. The acceleration curve is super smooth. You've got the option to add and remove timing from the motor can, which is very nice. I will tell you that the ESCs already come with some timing built in, so before you start cranking that motor can end around to add timing, make sure you temp this motor. So let's get started with the ESC. This is the 120 amp Red ESC. To give you some, comparison to how big it is, it's actually pretty small. It's just a little bit bigger than the Tekin ESC. It's got a great capacitor bank built onto it and a 3-wire switch. One is used for programming and one is used for on-off. So let's go ahead, and you can update this without actually putting it in a vehicle, which is really nice. But for that, you're going to need your Venom battery for power. Okay. All right. And just make sure you keep these apart. There should be no power going to them because you're technically not giving any throttle. You want to cut the ESC on. This is the first time this has been out of the box. As you can see, you've got a red light on the ESC. So we'll go ahead and cut that off. Now if you'll notice, this says connecting to PC. So here's what we're going to do. This has never been updated yet. So let's see if I get the error that I got before, which was telling me to upgrade the software. So let's plug this in. And as soon as you turn this on, this box will come on, telling you, it's got the Hobbywing version software. You tell it okay. Okay, see this? Just showed me the ESC software version that it's running. And it does have, you can run through some of the settings, which we'll go over those here in just a minute. But I am going to go ahead and update this software on this ESC just to make myself feel better. Not really sure that you need to, but let's walk through how to update the software on the ESC. For that, we're going to turn off the ESC. We're going to hook this back to the computer. Okay. And we're going to turn on the ESC. Okay. And we're going to go back to our Hobbywing software for just a moment, and I'm going to show you how to update the software in this ESC. Okay guys, I have the LCD programming box hooked to the ESC hooked to the battery and and then I have the LCD programming box hooked to the computer. So we're going to start off by going back over to the Hobbywing software, and I'm going to change the device mode to ESC speed control now. It's going to read the current settings from the speed control, and you've got different profile settings. You also have different run modes. You have your drag brake, your low voltage cutoff. This is actually punch control. It's labeled a little odd in their software, but this is actually the level 1 through, I believe it's 9, punch control. Then we go to the advanced settings, and as you can see, this motor shipped with 26¼ degrees of timing already in it. That's why I say before you start cranking that end bell, be sure to check the timing in the ESC. Just don't want to overheat that motor. We're going to go to the firmware upgrade, and we're actually going to upgrade this to the version 1.10900205 mod. Now I've noticed in here, which I haven't had time to really play with this, there is a no timing, there's a stock, there's several different setups, but we're going to upgrade to the version 1.10 mod, and you click upgrade, and you'll notice the LED on the bottom of your ESC will start flashing really fast. This is actually writing the data to the ESC, and we'll give this just a moment to finish up, and then what I'll do is I'll show you how to program that ESC from the LCD program box. This is amazing for doing things on the fly when you're at the track. You can increase your punch control, you can increase your timing, you can change your low voltage cutoff. You can do everything you can do from this software on this LCD programming box. And for what you get, it's really not that much money, to be honest with you. So while I'm hooked up here, I'm going to go ahead and change some things. I'm going to leave it forward only with brake because it's in race mode basically. If you want to, you can add, forward reverse with brake for if you're out practicing or whatever. They also have forward reverse direct. I believe that's Hobbywing calls it a basher mode. Atomik calls it crawler mode. I call it something I'll probably never use. So with that being said, I'm going to set it to forward only with brake. I'm going to set my drag brake to 0 because I hate drag brake in a vehicle. If I want to hit the brakes, I will do it myself. Low voltage cutoff. Supposedly it's supposed to come set to 3. If you'll read your book, the original software that's in the ESC comes set to 3 volts. I'm not comfortable with that, so I'm going to set it at 3.4. I'd rather it cut off a little early than ruin a very nice LiPo. As far as the start mode, I'm going to start with 7, mainly because I haven't run this particular ESC yet. I've run the motors, and the motors are outstanding. So let's, I'm going to run it at 7 and just see what it does from there. Maximum brake strength. This particular ESC is going to go into a 1/10 scale 2-wheel drive buggy, which doesn't need a lot of brakes. So I'm going to set that to 50%. I'm going to go to my maximum reverse will be 25%. This is in your advanced settings. Initial brake 0, which means drag brakes turned off. Neutral range, you can change this if you've got a less expensive controller that's got some play in the trigger. You may want to widen your neutral range. I am currently using a Spectrum, so I'm going to leave it set to narrow. Timing in this is 26.25 degrees. Now, I'm going to leave it in there because I'm not running a spec class, but if you're running a spec class, you can set it to 0. Like I said, I'm not running spec, so I'm going to take that down to 22.5. I feel a little more comfortable there. I've enabled heat protection. It comes on as default. When you're finished with all your settings, click apply and send to ESC. You'll see your light on your ESC flashing, and we've sent these settings, so okay. And now I'm going to disconnect from the ESC. Okay, and you're done in the software. Now I'm going to go back and show you how to program using the LED programming box from Atomik. Okay guys, now I'm going to show you how to make changes to the ESC on the LCD box that we just updated the firmware on. So I'm going to hook everything up and cut on my ESC, which powers my box. When I press OK, it's actually going to show that new software update. So ESC software was the 1.1. Then it takes you right into your settings. If you remember right, I'm running forward with brake. If you hit the item key, it will scroll through the individual items that you were able to adjust on the computer. So let's say drag brake. As you recall, I said that I hate drag brake. So let's go ahead and take it back to drag brake, and I'm going to set that to 0, and I'm going to tell it OK. And then I'm going to scroll through my LiPo cutoff. This is going to be on punch control, my brake force, reverse force, my initial brake, neutral range, timing, overheat protection, and then I can restore the defaults of the ESC by just pressing the OK button. So let's go back And if you remember, see, I set the drag rate to 0. It's now set to 0. Once you get done programming, all you have to do is cut off the ESC, and it will cut your box off, unplug from the box, plug it back into your receiver, and you're good to go. That's the quick tutorial on this. If you have any questions, you can email me at depdestruct@gmail.com. I hope this was helpful, and thanks for watching.